Going back to 1967, my wife and I first vacationed here at Lake of the Ozarks. At first we came just the two of us because that's all there was. As soon as we were blessed with two sons, we started bringing them with us. I think they were 3 and 5 years old.
Yes.
And from that point on, we could never even drive by the lake if they weren't with us. That it meant that much to them. Brian and Mark both went to school at Iowa State. I asked Mark in particular, he was a hotel and restaurant management major at Iowa State University. During the summer of '92, he came to the lake on an internship at Tantera at that time. I think that's where the hook was really set. At the end of that summer, I asked Mark, what do you intend to do with this degree? And he didn't hardly hesitate a second, but he said, I don't know what we're going to do for sure, but it's definitely going to be at the lake. And really wasn't a lot of conversation, but he said, I've already got a place picked out. I just told him, I said, that's great. I sure hope it works out for you. And it was the old beach house on the main channel. My wife and I were down here on Easter weekend in the spring of '93. And Ron Bacon, who was a longtime realtor in this town, was just putting a sign on the front of the old beach house. And I looked at my wife and we looked at each other and said, well, do we go inquire or do we say we didn't see it? Well, as fate would have it, we inquired. So I called him and I said, Mark, here's the deal. What do you want to do? I said, do you want to finish your degree or are you ready to go to work? And he didn't hesitate a second. He said, I'm ready to go to work. So from that point on, it was a matter of acquiring the property, total remodel, total rebuild. We had to go a long ways to get to the bottom rung of the ladder, and it was a tall ladder. So we got the property bought, and Mark brought 4 friends of his, and those 4 boys plus other friends spent their summer of '93 putting that property together. Brian, on the other hand, had already graduated at Iowa State. He was employed with a seed company in Iowa. He was with them for a little more than a year while Mark was down here trying to get this thing off the ground. After that first year, they realized that there was more here than what one of them really could do or handle. Brian, at that time, came down the second year, and of course he's been here ever since. So that would have been in '93. We got open the Wednesday before Labor Day. We missed the entire summer trying to get that place remodeled and get it open for business. But as things happen at the lake, everybody here tries a new place at least once. Well, that one time was through that winter of '93 and the spring of '94. And those 4 guys, we kept them fed and housed. There were cottages on the property that had a roof, and that's about it. And those guys lived in those. They did enough business to keep themselves fed and to make a little spending money. And they were ready to kind of hit the ground running in the spring of '94. So they have been at it for 31 years. And it's been quite a ride. From that point on, it's just been a matter of modifying, growing, and moving on down the road. Wobbly Boots was the next one that they endeavored in 21 years ago. So they've been in those two businesses that long. 15, 16 years ago, they added shorty pants. So those are the three main ventures that they have been involved with and totally developed. I always say that my wife and I said we opened a door about an inch, and Brian and Mark came right behind us, kicked the door open, and by the end of the second year, they were so far down the road ahead of us that we couldn't even see their taillights.
Mark, Brian, congratulations on your award. Y'all have come a long way since the beach house. Thank you for everything you do for our community, and I can't wait to see what you do for the next 30 years, although hopefully it entails us sitting on a beach somewhere. Congratulations, guys.
Mark and Brian, congratulations on your tourism award. I totally appreciate our friendship, and watching the past few decades with you and your family has just been a pleasure. And thank you for everything you've done for me and my family and for our community.
Hey, it's Clipboard here. I want to say a huge congratulations to my friends Mark and Brian Barrett. Congratulations on such a deserving award. I mean, tourism, Missouri, the state of Missouri, boys, you guys are on top. Met you guys when I first moved to the lake. I love both of you guys, love your families. We kind of grew up together, as they say, and you guys have just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger with each and every year. Keep knocking it out of the park. So certainly deserved. Very proud of you and very proud to know you guys. Love you.
It's hard to negate the value of tourism at Lake of the Ozarks. And that's basically what most of the businesses here rely on. So anything that you can do to perpetuate the tourism, to perpetuate people coming back, and that's the one thing that we truly enjoy seeing, is return people. Not only year to year, but we want to see them several times while they're here. So we make every effort to make people appreciate us, appreciate what they have done, and take care of them.
I want to congratulate Brian and Mark. Rick and I have a fun thing that we always do, considering our age now. We always drive through the parking lots, and it's so much fun to look at the license plates, because tourism is from all over the United States here at the Lake of the Ozarks. And you can always usually find Brian's pickup at Wobbly Boots, and you can usually find Mark over at Dog Days, and lots of times you find one or the other at Shorty Pants. So they are always in their businesses. So they never ask their employees to do anything that they won't do themselves. And I think that is very respectful of an employee. So, congratulations.
We do want to congratulate our sons, Brian and Mark, for the diligence, for the work ethic, and the example that they have given. I feel a significant part of Lake of the Ozarks for tourism, and we're very proud of what they have done and what they have accomplished.